Here in Pennsylvania. It's been beautiful the last couple of days, and finally started getting out and doing some door knocking. Today is the first permission that I got after a few no's. It's an old farmhouse, doesn't look like much, but the front over there, you can see the stacked stone foundation. Talked to the lady, said it was the original farmhouse of the family that built the homestead. So got permission to do the front yard, the backyard, wherever I want to go. So we're starting off 2021 now. I've been out a few times with the simplex, just trying to learn it a little bit. A couple of permissions that I already previously did, just trying to learn signals and digging up trash and seeing what's what. But today will be its first, putting it through its paces for the first time at a permission and trying to see what we can find with it. So still got to learn it, but we're gonna see what we find in this yard. Hopefully it hasn't been detected before, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll see you on the first find, hopefully. All right, guys, just started a few minutes ago. Been having a little bit of difficulty figuring this thing out, trying to get the settings right, trying to get the sensitivity, but I got a signal. It sounded like, I don't know, maybe like a penny should sound. But when I dug the plug, look at the bottom of that hole, baby. First silver coin of the year. It's gonna be a silver quarter. Have no idea what it was. Or what it is. It's right up underneath this rock, and I just popped it out. Let's take a look. Oh, it's an older quarter. Let's see what we got. I bet you this is like a barber, or I have no idea what this is. Oh, yep, it's a barber quarter. Looks like 1902. Beautiful. First silver of the year. I did find a wheat penny or two the last couple of days that I was testing this. But this is the first permission of the year. Sorry about that, not in focus. A little rusty. Check that out. Nice old barber quarter. Beautiful. All right. Permission's paying off. Even if that's all I get, that was worth the trip. All right. Hopefully we'll see you on the next find. All right. Been a little bit since I dug the silver quarter. I dug 2 pieces of clad too. But next item of interest is a relic. It's going to be an old toe tap. It was down there quite a bit. I mean, not quite pinpointer deep, but it was a pretty deep find. The machine was saying there was something there, but it wasn't hitting it very hard. It was a quiet signal, but it was still coming in, maybe up in the lower 70s. So, like I said, still getting used to this thing, but got a relic, so we'll take that. All right, see you on the next find. All right, still plugging along here in this front yard. Pretty decent size. Still trying to learn what this thing is telling me. But got an interesting relic. It's an old belt plate. I think I hit it right here. Came out of the ground in 2 pieces. This was there somewhere. Probably like that. But not sure how old it is. Doesn't appear to be brass. It seems softer than that, but maybe some kind of tin or something, I don't know. But not bad. Like I said, not sure what it is. It's like, it resembles a belt plate, so that's what I'm going with. But all right, I'm gonna keep going. Haven't found too much besides that silver quarter. Haven't found any more silvers yet. Haven't even found a wheat penny yet, but we'll see. I don't know if the place has been hunted before. It seems kind of quiet for never being hunted, so we'll see. But all right, we'll see you on the next. Okay, finished up that house where I found the silver quarter. Didn't find much of anything else other than what I just showed you. And I just drove around a little bit. The very next house that I knocked on, the lady said yes, so I'm gonna be doing mostly the front yard here. There's not too much in the back, but I'll be doing the front here, and we'll we'll see how this goes. I think the other yard may have been detected before, because like I said, all I found was that one silver coin and a modern penny and a modern nickel, and that was it. But all right, we're gonna get on this one here. This will be the last one I have for the day. It's already getting a little bit late, so we'll see what we find. See you on the next find. Okay, been going a little bit. It's been slow going. Haven't found anything really special. I found a couple pieces of an old pocket knife, but it's my first old coin from this yard. It's going to be a buffalo nickel. It's even got a date on it, 1929 it looks like. And it was pretty shallow. When I was up a little closer to the house, I was getting some, I got a couple of pennies and they were deep, but they were moderns, memorials. So hoping when I get down close to these big trees here that this might be closer to the original surface. So, but hey, not bad. We'll take a buffalo. So far, that's only the second old coin I got today. I got one at that first permission, got the nice barber quarter, and now the buffalo. Not even a wheat penny yet today, but hey, we'll take it. All right, see you on the next find. All right, next find. It's gonna only be a Canadian nickel, but it looks like, I'm not sure if these Canadian nickels are silver or not, but it's a 1964. I'll have to look it up when I get home, but it's an older coin. Well, 64 is not that old, but I don't know. I'll take it. Haven't been finding much, but still got a little bit here, and then I got the back of the house a little bit, so trying to beat the sunset. It's getting really cloudy now, so it's going to get darker a little bit earlier. But all right, Canadian nickel, 1964. See you on the next. All right, still going. I'm actually close to the road on this little hump. I'm almost positive that there was some topsoil added in here, because like I said, I was getting deep clad, but I got this signal and it was right on the surface. I mean, this is like right in the grass roots, but it's actually an Indian penny. Doesn't look like it's in too good a shape, but here you can see the 1 cent in the shield there. I'll have to try to clean this up, maybe use a little olive oil and a toothpick. Might be 19 something, but hey, I'll take an Indian penny. I was just coming up this and I says, well, it's going to be too close to the road. I'm probably going to get some, cancel or something, but I'll take my time up through here. I got this pass, go up to that tree and turn around and come back up. But hey, not bad. We'll take a shallow Indian. Just goes to show, dig all your signals, because this was showing basically on the surface, barely in the grass roots. But all right, we'll see you on the next. All right, guys, new day, new permission I got today. It's gonna be this older house. You see that center chimney, that's what made me actually stop. But this looks like a nice older home. Not too much in the front, but got a lot of side yard here, so hopefully we'll find some old stuff. Don't know if it's ever been done before, but we're gonna give it a shot. So there's this area, there's a tree lawn out there, so hopefully we'll see you on the first find. Well, just started. First old coin I found is gonna be this Wheatie. Looks like a 1941. Usually don't film these, but there's something in there. Didn't really hit too hard, so I'm wondering if it was on edge. But still trying to get the right feel for the machine yet. It's going to be a learning process, but and we'll take a Wheatie for the first coin. But all right, hopefully there's some older stuff in here, and we'll see what we find. See you on the next. Well, where I just found that Wheatie, I scanned over it again. There was still a signal in there. Turned out to be 2 of them in there. So, second one out of the same hole. Don't think there's anything else, but all right, double Wheatie spill. All right, see you on the next. All right, I just stood up from finding the Wheaties. They were right here in this little plug here, right next to it. Got a signal. Turns out to be an Indian nickel. Or I'm sorry, buffalo nickel. Indian head buffalo. Don't know about a date on it yet, but you can see the head there, and there's the buffalo. So not bad. We're starting off okay. Now we'll see if we find any silver, but house looks much older, so hopefully we're getting back a little bit. Hopefully find a barber out of here. That'd be nice. But all right, got a good start. See you on the next. All right, been a little while. I'm actually doing the house next door. I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. The people were just around, but I did just pull out a token of some sort. I'll show you better on the wrap up. I don't know if it's more modern or what, but it wasn't too deep. But cool little token. Like I said, I'm actually at the house next door. I only found those couple of wheat pennies and the buffalo. And over here so far I found 2 wheat pennies, but not a whole heck of a lot. But all right, we'll see you on the next. Okay guys, this is the wrap up from those couple of clips that you just saw. I went out the other day. That was the first 2 houses that I got, first 2 permissions that I got of the 2021 season. So this will be the first wrap up of 2021. Try to go through this real quick. This stuff that you see here on this side, all this stuff lined up, when we had some warmer days here and there over the last few months, I would take the machine out. As you know, I got the new Simplex, and trying to learn the machine, I actually returned to several previous permissions where I have standing permission, a little bit in my own yard. So this is kind of just a mix of, you know, places where I already went, and some just test areas. So I picked up a bunch of clad, nothing, you know, nothing great. Got an old key there, old was a toy car. It looks like an old Matchbox. Yeah, 1970, says Lesney on it, so that's an older one. Of course, the milk glass top for the mason jar lids. You get the metal on top, that zinc there, and end up digging them up. Not sure what this is, little button of some kind. Looks like it says something on there. Little Crodal bell. Don't think it's really old, but still has the dinger, and a piece of a lantern. Top of a lantern part, that's for where the wick comes through. But as far as the permissions this year, like I said, just started this past week. It's been gorgeous in Pennsylvania. There's no frost in the ground anymore. We're supposed to get a little cold snap, but not gonna really affect things too much. Be back out next week. But anyway, got these old roofing tacks. You know, when you start finding these, the house is a little bit older because they don't use these anymore. Just a little doodad that was in there. Not even sure what that's from, but because some kind of adjusting screw or something. But as far as the old finds, as you saw, I got my very first silver of 2021, and it is a barber quarter, and if you can see that, it's in great shape. This was actually the first coin signal that I dug at that first permission that I got for the year, so that was pretty cool. It's a 1903 barber quarter. You know, it's got some scratches. It's been in the ground for a while, but it's in, you know, really good shape though. So started off the year right. Got my first silver coin out of the way. So hopefully much more to come. But ended up getting a couple clad there, and this cool belt buckle. I'm kind of upset. I'm pretty sure that, you know, I damaged it right here, and I think even also the back, I hit it when the back came out. Now, I think it's a belt plate. I'm not sure, but this seems to go on something like this. So I have no idea how old it is. It's not brass. It's lighter than that. It's much lighter. It's almost, I don't know if it's like a coated tin of some sort. You can see that gray in there. It's not lead. It's not soft like, well, that might be lead filled. I don't know. It's not real soft, but it's an older buckle. This house here, this first house that I did, I think it was detected before, because as you can see, I did that whole yard and just picked up just a little bit. But if it was detected, they missed that, so I'm happy about that. The second place I went that day, like I said, it was a couple days ago. There's some miscellaneous stuff up here. Old tin lid there. It says to open, lift corners with blunt end of hook type opener. So it's an older can of something. A couple miscellaneous things, not sure what that was. Old bullet shell there. I think this is the back off of a pocket watch. That all came out of the same hole. It's all pieces of a older pocket knife. Also got the harmonica reed. Got some clad, quarter, dime, some copper pennies, and an old, not an old, but a crusty zinc penny. As far as the old coins from that house, there was that Canadian nickel that I found. It's only 1964, and I thought some of the Canadian coins, they're silver, and I thought maybe the nickels were for some reason, but it's not. It's like a chrome-plated steel, so nothing, no big deal there. I did get one wheat penny, which is a 1930. And I got a buffalo nickel with a date on it, 1929. And there's the buffalo. Not in great shape, but I soaked this coin and this Indian in olive oil. The Indian's a nice coin. It's a last year Indian, 1909. This was the changeover year. In 1909, you'll find Indian head pennies as well as the first of the wheat pennies. But it's in decent shape. And this house that I did, again, not sure if it was detected before. I tend to think not, but up towards the top of the house, the top of the yard, I think there might have been some topsoil added. It's kind of quiet up there, and then the signals that I were getting were a little bit deeper, and that's where some of the clad came out. And I was also getting a lot of scraps of aluminum siding things, so you know, I think maybe there was some topsoil added there, but this is the first day that I was out. I was out today. You see those last couple of clips from today. Not a whole heck of a lot today, but I do have a few things to show. So let me switch over and put the other stuff out here, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. This is the wrap up on the stuff that I found today. I got two houses. I got that first house that you saw in the clip today, and then I got the next door neighbor actually came over, and she was interested in what I was doing, and we had a little bit of talk about some of the local history, and she let me do her yard. So both of these, not as great as I would have hoped, but I still found stuff, so you know, I'm happy with that. So anyway, this is just some of the miscellaneous stuff. There's a broken key there, this old hook, bullet, old piece of lead. These are an old rivet there. The house was older. I mean, that first house that I showed you had that center chimney, I think was very old. And the house next door that I got to do, the lady told me was built in the 1860s. So, you know, two old pieces of property, but just didn't really have a lot in them. Got this, I believe it's like a spoon or a fork handle or something, but it's busted at both sides there. But it's got some fancy on it, so that was pretty cool. I did get a little bit of clad. There's the crusty zincs, copper pennies, couple of dimes there. I got 3 nickels. That's just modern. This one is, you know, it's a modern Jefferson, but it's a 1957 Jefferson, so a little bit older. And I did get that buffalo nickel that you saw in that in one of the first clips there. Can't get a date off of it, but still, it's a buffalo, and that's typical for what they look like coming out of the ground. But at least it's identifiable. The one thing that I did get a decent amount of was wheat pennies. Ended up with 11 wheat pennies. Various, you know, different shapes. I mean, some of them are okay. Some of them are a little bit beat up. But there was a 1918, a 1920, a 1924, a 1934, a 1935, 2 1941s, a 1942, and there were 3 1943s there. So, again, just your average wheat pennies. No, you know, nothing special. No uncommon dates or anything like that, or key dates. The last thing that I filmed there was that token. This side here, sorry for the shine, let me put it up here. This side here seems to be clear. I don't know if you can read it, but it says this token has no cash or trade value. And on the other side, it just says good for amusement only. And just so an idea of the size comparison, it's about the size of a dime. So, interesting little find. So today was a wheat penny day, and, did manage to scrape out that buffalo nickel. Again, still learning that simplex. It was a little jumpy today. I don't know if I was getting some EMI or if it was just the ground there. There was a lot of iron in it, but I was able to play around with some of the settings and lower the sensitivity, and I was still able to detect with it. So I call it a win. Anyway, this is the first set of hunts that I've done this year. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you're watching this, take the time, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. I take any, I'll answer any comments, good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. And hopefully, if you like what you saw, you'll hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. Going to be lots more hunts this year. Going to be getting out as much as I can, just like last year. And the race to the silver count is on. We're at number 1. So hopefully at the end of the year, we could be talking about another record year. We'll see how it goes. But again, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you on the next hunt, hopefully soon.